Ay, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Ay, I turn the knob, can't resist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it vegetable. Then I did the dash, can I catch me, bro? Ooh, then I did the dash, can I catch me, whoa? Your whole team is no competition. Boy, I did it by myself, it's a solo mission. Running up the charts, I'm a fool, dog. Turn the whole field to a schoolyard. Bunch of students ain't eating round here. I'm the GOAT, little man, and I made it loud and clear. Put the gas.
Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan. That's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears.
Greg Joseph set to kick off.
Two of the bigger disappointments in the first quarter of the season doing battle here as we get this one underway. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll come out with a three tight end look on the first play of the drive. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
First down, Minnesota.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Over the middle to Smith. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the end routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well. And he's got it.
And once again, he's going to be stopped up behind the line. Second straight play. Shades of the 85 Bear defense a little bit. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 32-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That'll be complete to Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield, because I know that when I used to cover, Hey, we got everybody. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
Well, we love to say, get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. This is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, so get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
24-yard line.
They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan, and he'll get this one up to the 26.
Ball carrier.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Winston. Flush to his right, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the tuck roll that they can fall back on anymore.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run with a former Viking, Cordero Patterson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Ball carrier.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down. From the gun, Winston. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
1st and 10.
A big gain of 31 on 3rd down. On the carry, it's Logan. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Here's Winston. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
That's good.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
First and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. A shotgun handoff to Patterson, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Cordero Patterson scoring a touchdown against his former mates. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. Extra point forthcoming.
For the extra point.
It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
7. Greg Joseph set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the gun, it's again to Cook. This will go for 5 up to the 33. These two teams all tied after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first.
To Herb Smith.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
1st down, Minnesota.
Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
They'll roll him out right. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. He was trying to find Justin Jefferson there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing again here on 2nd down, this time complete. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Back to throw again. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Now Jordan Berry on to kick this one away. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. This one angles out of bounds at a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the shotgun, it's Winston. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That's pulled in at the 32. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Following the interception, Winston. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Big stop, let's go. My 22's coming, 22's coming. Three, let's go.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
1st and 10.
This is such a good read defensively. They know that this offense is going to try to get the ball to their playmaker in space. So what do? They crowd him and send bodies at him. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
2nd and 6. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 1st half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
A 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? There goes a deep ball, end zone, and it's caught in the end zone for the Viking touchdown by Justin Jefferson. Justin Jefferson, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year, and the Vikings have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
The score, Vikings 14, Bears 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. He'll buy some time right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Quickly to Thielen here. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Complete. Jefferson the target. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Off the play fake, Winston. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ball game.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
So we're at halftime here on a Monday night as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway. to start this second half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. On play action, Winston. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Working out of the gun, Winston. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
At their own 46-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
49-yard line.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. And his throw is incomplete. Tight end Irv Smith, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
Gain of 7. 1st down, Vikings.
A 10th carry of the game for Cook. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Ball carrier.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
Again, it's Cook. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
First and goal.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown, Minnesota.
Adam Thielen, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went into the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Jameis to throw it. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender. From there, he doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And he puts it through.
Makes the score Vikings 28, Bears 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the 3rd quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Logan. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
They're indeed going. It's Winston. And this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
Is a turnover on downs.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Jarrell Casey bursting in to take him down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. Great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to throw here. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They run it again with Cook. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Gun now on 3rd down. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
That's the end of the
Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow. Talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, Winston. Open man is Komet, the tight end. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
The Bears on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Patterson on the carry. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a 1st down. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10 from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
At the 32-yard line.
Here's Winston. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. It was Darryl Worley there to knock that one free.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
On 2nd down, Winston again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
There to knock that one away defensively, Eric Kendricks. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. They'll run on 1st down. Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
We got chips over here. Chips over here.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 15. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a 1st down.
1st down saves him from a 3-and-out. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. 2nd and 5. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Winston to throw for it on 4th. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, is the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Bears.
Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That was a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
On first down, Logan. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Harrison Smith.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game.
The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Winston on fourth down. Escaping the pressure right. Now a desperation. And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
At the 39-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And this one is incomplete. Darnell Mooney, the target there. But it'll be second down.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this one. I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.